Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. Sorry, I'm trying to set things up on my end. So I hope you guys had a good weekend so far. So today we should play the world of Flashpoint bounties. So if you guys need those bounties, basically this week was a pretty huge bonus week. So in order to be able to run as much of the bonus content as possible, it required a lot of stream, and today is the third stream in order to be able to do that. So we will start with the World of Flashpoint bounties. Afterwards, depending on the group we have, we might decide to play a mission or two. I guess we'll see how it goes. It's a pretty cool looking carnage. And also, we're going to make a group with hero players, but we're going to play the bounties. It's going to be in the open world. So even if you have an evil villain, come by. There'll be room for everyone in the phase, I assume. We'll try to pick a phase where there's not too many people. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but we'll see what we can do on that front. Okay, so that should be nice. So I'm going to wait half a minute or two to try to fill the group, and then afterwards we'll go to the World of Flashpoint map. So let's take a quick look at the chat. Somehow the chat is a bit messed up. Hello, Thomas Brooks. Hello, Stephen Robinson. Hello, Shadow Knight. Hello, AGD Max. So let's go to the Flashpoint open world. Sorry, Avoid. Although usually I stream at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so if it's dinner for you now, I doubt it's a dinner for you when it's 5 p.m. Hello, Logan Giddings. Hello, Jeremy Barber. Hello, Payaso. Hello, Manuel Santos. Hello, Money Making D. No, it's on US PlayStation and US PC, yeah, obviously.
Situation we've got.
So let's pick up some mission while we're here.
All the chaos Flashpoint caused. Do what you can to set things right.
Oh, I get it. Avoid. Well, hello to everyone from Italy. I hope you're having a good supper. Next week will be a big one, Manuel. Next week we will have the new DLC. We will have the winter seasonal. So there's going to be plenty of stuff to do next week. Hello, Easy Droops. Thank you, Money Making D. So we are in phase. Let us see. So we're in phase 4. So if you guys want to come by and join us in phase 4, it's all good. We'll wait a bit for everyone to get here.
Please, you've got to help.
And we have a healer, a couple of tanks. So depending on the group we have, we might try to play a mission or two afterwards. The bounties usually are fairly quick. Hello, David Berrios. I guess we can get started on the evil Doomsday. Oh, click one button too many. It's not cross-platform. It's cross-platform between PlayStation and PC, but it's not cross-platform with Xbox or with Nintendo Switch. Hopefully someday it will be, but at this point it's not. I could tell, Thomas. I could tell. Hello, Jeffrey DeCogle. I hope I didn't mess up your name too much. Oh. Oh no, our tanks went down. It's a bit tricky to tank the evil Doomsday. Sometimes even as a tank, it will hurt you a lot. So sometimes you have to time some of your abilities to be able to help you survive his big attack. So it takes some getting used to. I do not have a Switch, Logan. I don't have a Switch. I don't have an Xbox. All I have is I have a PC and I have a PlayStation. That's the extent of the machines I have. Flash fan is asking, how come you've been going live a lot? We had a pretty big bonus week. The bonus week this week was Flashpoint, was the Legion DLC and the Wonderverse DLC. And also we had the Save the Universe, this is pretty much the last week we're going to be able to play the Save the Universe mission. So normally I would have covered only, would have played only 2 hours on Friday and that would have been it. But we didn't cover all that much on Friday and there was so much bonus stuff this week. I thought that maybe we should do more than one live stream in order to be able to cover as much of the bonus content as possible. It depends. If you play on PC when you have your launch screen, to the top corner, the top left corner of the launch screen, normally you will see US or PlayStation. And you should be able to switch it from there if you play on PC. If you play on Xbox or on PlayStation, I think you have to like set up your Xbox or PlayStation to the US servers or something like that. But I couldn't tell you for sure because I've never really done it. So I'm not really sure exactly how it works or if it can be done. But on PC, you should be able to switch to the US server. The problem, though, I think, is that if you do switch server, you're going to have to start again from scratch. All the characters you have, you will have to create new characters.
Seriously? Don't hold back for my sake.
But I can understand wanting to switch servers. There's a lot more players on the US PlayStation and on the US servers and on the European servers. It's sad, but that's how it is. Again, maybe one day they'll merge all the servers, but we haven't reached that point just yet.
I'm going to enjoy this.
That was nice. So let's go fight the evil prince, the evil paradox prince. The prince is a bit tricky as well. Sometimes he has a big attack that will knock you out even if you are a tank. So sometimes you have to time your shields or your supercharge for his big attack, which is sometimes a bit difficult to tell. Oh, our controller went down. I don't feel bad, Black Lightning. I have fun playing this game. It's not the only game I play, but it's the only game I stream so far. Trying to make videos with other games sometimes can be... oh, wrong emote. Sometimes making videos with other games can be challenging. Sometimes your video get claimed. Sometimes, there's a whole bunch of reasons why I make videos mostly about this universe online. I tried to make videos about Neverwinter, and then one of my video got copyright claimed. I tried to make videos about Dragon's Dogma, and sadly I came to realize that Dragon's Dogma copyright claim videos by default. I kind of knew that. I think Angry Joe had told us as much when he made I forget which Capcom game he tried to cover. Let's see if there's something else we could try and play.
You've got to stop them.
Let's see if we can try the God's Fear mission again. Just trying to reply to our friend Pollock. So yesterday we tried to play the Wonderverse raid and got our butt kicked by the Evil Zeus. So let's see if we can maybe do a bit better today. Ghost Rider, I don't think he could make it. He had sent me a tell saying that he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it. Uh, so sadly, no Ghost Rider today. It's one of the things that I find a bit challenging with games like DCUO or any games where you require a lot of people. It's kind of hard sometimes to get everyone at the same time. Hello, Elias. Yeah, the minimum to CR is 322. But right now we're going to go play. We're pretty much done with the Bounties, so we're going to go play the Wonderverse raid, and it's 199 if I.
Weapons coming in hot. I will be here for you until the end of your natural life.
We're doing good. We did the Bounties pretty quick, so right now we're going to try to play some raids. Although sadly, if you don't have, if you guys want to come and join for the raid, the time is now. Ron Wayne is asking, do you think DCO should make more accessories? Absolutely. We can never have too many accessories. And I guess while we wait, let's go to the Wonderverse map.
You've got to stop them. Whoa.
Oh, the Paradox Prince is looking for trouble. I may as well go. David Berrios, send me an invite. Send me a tell in game, and I'll invite you. I can't really invite you otherwise. Sure, Toxic. Yeah, if you can heal, we could use a good healer. Oh, hello, Wonder Woman. Yeah, there seems to be something wrong with the old menu. I tried to use it, is it yesterday or Friday, and it just wouldn't work. So I had no choice but to use to try to find a way to use the old on duty menu so that we could get the missions we wanted. Uh, Luckily, there was like 6, 7, or 8 of us. So when we cleared for the mission for the Wonderverse missions, it would send us to the 8-player mission by default. But yeah, the menu seems to be having a big some pretty big issues. So I guess while we wait for the mission to
Imperial
pop,
Atlanteans
because we're still
clamor for
missing,
Queen Diana's blood. Drive the murderous.
we would need one more person. If there's someone who wants to join
our
us,
weakest front with magical creatures.
we would be able to play the 8-player mission.
The gods would prey on us to bolster themselves. Show them how this brave fights. Agents of Apocalypse must pay for their trespass.
Bonjour, Zeros Game. What kind of new open world area would you like to see in the game in the future? It's a tricky question. I remember way back when we would have wanted to be able to get worlds like Thanagar, and we did get Thanagar in the end, but it wasn't quite what we were hoping for or expecting. Ideally, if we could get like a big open world map like Gotham or Metropolis, but with other cities like Coast City, Central City. Like we do have Central City, but it's a tiny it's a tiny map.
You're getting on my nerves. Destroying Calabac is no easy. Your tactics are
Hello, Cars Thomas. Oh, Wonder Woman says she will join. So just come, send me a tell in game, so that I can invite you.
I'll finish you. Soup that is skill. Only a new god. Anger me.
I didn't want to miss all the fun.
Sadly, we only have one spot left, so if you guys want to join, I can only invite to one of you. But send me a tell and I will. Basically, the next person who sends me a tell, I'll invite that person to play with us.
I do so love turning people into the beasts that they are.
Are you having fun yet?
I know.
Are you having fun yet?
I know.
You must stop. So, my son. Nip at my heels.
I was looking at a chat.
Source power. No! High Father
Back
sent me
off.
to challenge
Well,
your mark. Calabac and Steppenwolf.
Earned my rage.
Dealing for Darkseid? I will destroy you.
It's the Multiverse. But we just invited someone else, so the group Xagax was quicker in the draw.
You're getting on my
I do
nerves.
so love turning people
Anger
into the
me.
beasts that they are at heart.
Are you having fun yet?
I know.
It's been lagging a lot. Thomas is asking, does this game seem glitchy to you? It's been lagging a lot for the past couple of days.
That they are at heart.
Only a new god.
I do so love
With the group is full right
step
now.
up our efforts next time.
Oh, actually, no, it's not. Send me a tell in game. I can't really invite you otherwise.
To escape. I probably would have taken up hockey.
I guess someone left, so send me a tell in game and I'll invite you to the group.
Have come to conquer.
Oh. Guess our friend Future Flash was quick on the draw. But yeah, the game has been lagging quite a bit, so it probably was glitchy. Also, I didn't notice it being glitchy all that much, but I did notice the lag. So And I'm not sure if we're going to get the Hydra, depending on if the bounties were able to, if all the bounties were defeated before. Jacobs, you don't need to get all the DLCs anymore. Oh, Bartholomew says go to phase 1. Let's see. So let us go to phase 1. But you don't need to purchase to get the DLCs. The DLCs are free for everyone now.
Be ready for me to lasso the beast to submission.
I guess, yeah, so you can see right now we don't see the Hydra. So yeah, I guess you could say the game is glitchy. Takes a while for things to load right now. No, you don't need PlayStation Plus. You can play without PlayStation Plus. It's one of the few games where you can actually do that. You don't need Marketplace Cash either. You can play without Marketplace Cash, and you can play without the PlayStation Plus. All you need is a PlayStation, download the game, and you should be good to go. Obviously, you won't have access to everything. There's a few things you won't have access to. You'll be limited a bit with your inventory. You'll be limited to two characters, but you can play for free. That is that I'm quite certain of. How to get Green Lantern? For that, you will have to purchase the power. As I said, you do get access to the game for free, but there are some things that you have to pay for. It's sad, but
A day to remember that Hydra will not withstand our might.
so let's get out of here. And who are we waiting for? There's a bundle that was free on PlayStation for quite a while, but they made a whole bunch of changes, so I'm not sure if that bundle is still here. You don't need Marketplace Cash. All you need to do is to download the game. This is a PS4. I don't have a PS5 just yet, Konjira. I wish I had one. I would like to get one, but
The God's fear is worse.
you cannot get it anywhere at this point.
Are you in need of repairs?
Although my pants are probably on fire. I didn't look.
Realms will face a similar collapse.
I didn't look for a while, so maybe you can get a PlayStation 5 now. But last I checked, it was pretty much sold out everywhere. I guess I'll switch to controller here.
Different God spheres merge. Be wary. I do not know what we will encounter along our journey.
How does your stream look like this? I have no idea. It's probably my setup for PlayStation. If you're trying to get the bundle of power free, it won't happen. You can get the game for free, but there's a few things that you will have to purchase. If you want the powers, you're gonna have to purchase it. I don't have a PlayStation 5 either.
My brother was needy too.
I'm not sure I get your questions, Jacob, but The broker or the thing in the where you started? I assume you mean the House of Legends. Yeah, everyone, you get access to the House of Legends, I think at level 30. Although, not probably before that. The Batman Night Call, it depends. There's a version you can get from the broker. You can get the Knights of Vengeance Cowl from the broker. But if you want the one from the marketplace, yeah, it will cost you $2. And for the broker, you will have to be a premium player, so you will have to spend at least $5.
Flowers from New Genesis.
As I said, you do have access to the game for free.
New Genesis
But
can be
there are a few things, if you play for free, you have access to $50,000. Sadly, on the broker, $50,000, a lot of stuff costs like millions. The Spiral Pack, the best option would be to look at, I would say look on the broker. It's there once in a while, but it is fairly expensive. Oh yeah, finding a PS5 is still difficult, especially with Christmas around the corner. Everyone is probably trying to purchase one for Christmas. In order to get to level 300, you have to upgrade your gear. There's no other solution. Although Jacob, in January we should get a free skip. Normally in January they give us a free skip. Last year it was a free skip to combat rating 290. This year it'll probably be a free skip to like 310, 320 maybe. So if you wait a bit, you should be able to get a free skip in January. Right now you don't get it for free, but in January they give one for free. No, they're not selling power swap at the broker. If that's what he was asking, that's not what I understood. For the power swap, you have no choice. You have to get it from the marketplace. Yeah, you have to purchase a CR skip, but in January normally they give one for free. Oh, I think it's worse than that. It's 70 skill points in Toxic Shadow. So yeah, if you want to have skill points, the CR skip is not a good option for that. Yeah, wait for January 2022. Exactly, Jacob.
I am sorrow. I have come to conquer.
I feel for the lost souls of Hades. They deserve.
Yeah, you can level up quickly enough. All you really need to do is play the content you have access to, upgrade your gear, and you'll go up in level quickly enough.
I'm intelligent, fast.
I'm on the US PlayStation server. No, powers are not free. You have to pay for them. There are some powers that are free. There's 6 powers that are free, but if you want powers like your Rage or the Green Lantern powers, those you have to purchase. So again, you have access to the content for free, but there are some content you have to pay for it. Yeah, episode 42 releases December 9th. So if you guys have been meaning to play episode 42, it's right around the corner. Just less than 1 week and we'll be there. I don't think the powers will ever be completely free. I'm sure they'll always have powers that you can purchase. But it's been a while since I looked. It's not that expensive, but I understand that if you do not have access to PlayStation Cash for whatever reasons, yeah, you can't really purchase the powers.
Make haste. Grail, we have a deal. But
And 2022 is the same as right now.
gods
The powers that are
outside
free are gadgets,
You need not indulge them.
Such blasphemy.
I can think of one better. Once ever
gadgets, earth, fire.
powerful enough to
No, gadgets, ice, fire,
Your so-called greater plan.
I'm forgetting one for the controller.
We will stop you.
You will fail.
Sorry, I'm a bit distracted right now. So the free powers are gadgets, ice, fire, mental, sorcery, and nature. These are the free powers. Now, the free CR skip, it doesn't give you powers. It raises your combat rating and right now it raises your combat rating to 290. But in January, it should be like 210 or something like that. For tank, it's ice and fire. These are the free powers. What happened to the bot you could buy gear from in the watchtower? I should still be there. Although some of the robots, some of the vendors have been changed around as time went by. But I would have to take a look. Maybe they removed some of the vendors, and I'm just not aware of it. If you want water tank, you will have to purchase the water power. The tank powers that are free right now are ice and fire. Nah, I don't think they'll change the powers to free money. You're gonna have to pay for them. Oh, I'm glad you like Daisy. I know yesterday you mentioned you wanted to change powers, and I wanted to make sure you knew that light powers requires combos. But I'm glad that you're having fun with light. Light is a fun power. If you ever wanted to be a Green Lantern. It's a nice feeling, being able to create those combos. I wish we had more combos, not more combos, but more light construct. But that's a minor nitpick. If you really want to get the feel of playing a Green Lantern character, you can do it with DC Universe Online. The powers are not free, Jacob. There's only 6 powers that are free. Oh yeah, evil villains get the Yellow Lantern power. Oh, see, I didn't realize, Daisy, you were an evil villain. So yeah, you get the Yellow Lantern power. Is the bot next to Booster Bundle gone? Next to Booster Gold gone? I would have to go look it up. If it is gone, well, you don't really need that robot anymore. If you go to the House of Legends, there's the Fuginaut. That is pretty much in the middle of the House of Legends. There's this big, huge guy that has only one arm. Go see him. He pretty much replaces that robot. So if I didn't realize they had removed the robot, but go see the Fuginaut in the House of Legends. He does the same thing.
Zeus has returned. Sounds like that's my cue.
We fear your ring, Daisy. We fear your ring. Samuel, if you buy membership, you will get all the powers as long as you have the membership. Once the membership is gone, you will still have the powers you will have selected. Like if you get the membership and then create a character with the Green Lantern powers, once your membership expires, your character will still have the Green Lantern powers. So as long as your character keeps the Green Lantern power, you will have the Green Lantern power. If you ever change his power later on, then yeah, you won't be able to get back to Green Lantern. But as long as you keep your Green Lantern powers, that's what you're gonna have. So you could decide, let's say you decide you don't want to purchase the power, but you decide to subscribe for 1 month, then you will be able to create your Green Lantern character. But then afterwards, if your subscription ends, you are still going to get your Green Lantern power for that character, but you will not be able to create any new Green Lantern character. I hope it makes sense. I know it may seem a bit convoluted sometimes. No free power in House of Legends.
Even as their world crumbles, servants of Apocalypse remain loyal to Darkseid.
Exactly, Paya. So while you have your membership, you have access to all the powers. But once your membership ends, you are still going to keep the characters you have with those powers, but you will not be able to create new characters with those powers. If you want the Green Lantern powers, you're gonna have to either subscribe or you're gonna have to purchase the power. These are your options. Nope. I guess some people fell down the hole. I'm glad you're having fun, Daisy. That's what games should be about.
I am less familiar with this place. I hope we do not cause offense.
C'est quoi ton nom de personnage, Xerox? Ou tu veux dire sur PlayStation? Sorry, you don't like it without Ghost Rider, Thomas. Nothing I can do about that. Xerox, c'est mon PSN que tu vois à l'écran.
I am sorrow. I have come to conquer.
Jacob, I don't think there'll be any new powers anytime soon. If we get any new powers, it'll be probably after the graphic update, which will be like 2023 or something like that. So I would strongly doubt that we would get any new powers before then. And even then, I'm not sure we'll get any new powers. New powers requires a lot of work. They have to create pretty much 3 powers at once so that every world can get a new power.
I crave protein. You will do nicely.
I'm sure they want to create new powers, but it probably requires more work than they're willing to put into. Water is fine. I haven't played it all that much, so I wouldn't claim to be an expert with water powers. But it's a fun power. It has a few combo. It has some water construct. The sharks, I love the sharks. The shark attacks. I forget the actual name of the power. Like there's this big animation where you summon a water shark and it attacks. I love it. It's a fun power. Yeah, plastic man powers or elongated man powers. That would be cool. It's pretty much a one power we're still missing to be able to recreate the Fantastic Four. Like we have fire powers, we have earth powers, we have mental powers where we can have invisibility, but we do not have stretchy powers, at least not yet. But the stretchy powers, it's easy to understand why we don't have it just yet. It will require a lot of animation. Xeno? Non, c'est juste Zenzi Lolot. Not sure we'll get any more PvP feats. They seem to have given up pretty much on PvP. They didn't remove PvP. There's no point in removing PvP. If there's people that enjoy PvP, they can still play PvP if they want to. So there's no real reason to remove the feats or anything. But I don't think they will add any more. They seem to be pretty much focused on PvE, and it's been like that for a long time. At least since we got Earth 2. Like with DLCs like the Riddle with Crime DLC, they would still give us a villain hub and a hero hub. But eventually they gave us the same hub to everyone. Area 51 should be there in the on-duty menu. Pas trop Xerox, je vais l'accepter plus tard. Well, PvP is a mixed bag. Yeah, there's a lot of players who seem to enjoy PvP. The problem is that one of the issues with PvP that we saw in DC Universe Online, and I know the same issue exists with other games, is that if they balance the game for PvE, sometimes the game would end up being unbalanced for PvP. And whenever they would try to balance the powers for PvP, they would end up breaking PvE. So it's already getting the powers balanced is seems to be a bit beyond the capabilities of the devs. And trying to balance the powers for both PvE and PvP, that's just not possible. Whenever they would make changes to the powers for PvP, it would pretty much end up breaking PvE. What new powers will I want to see in DCUO? Too many. Ideally, I would like to see all the lantern powers. Black lantern, red lantern, not red, blue lanterns, white lanterns, all the lanterns. I would like to see growing and shrinking powers. I would love to be able to create an Atom character or a Giant Man character. Wind powers could be good. I guess you could use wind powers to create a character like Storm, although you can already sort of recreate Storm using, if you use flight powers and lightning, you can pretty much have light powers, wind powers already. I don't think they'll give those skill points for free. I could be wrong, but I don't expect them to do that. If they were to give the PvP skill points, a lot of people would be a bit angry about that. So I don't think they will ever do that.
Foolish child from a pathetic mother.
Your blood shall water the multiverse.
You have doomed yourself for nothing, child.
And people were asking if Darkseid was in the game. There he is. Yesterday, some of you guys did not seem to know that Darkseid was in the game. So now you can see the evil Darkseid. Ironically enough, he's going to try to help us out. So he can be nice. He can be nice if he wants to. My bad, I broke the barrel. I'll never forgive myself. Oh yeah, the ability to change ring colors. That's something that people have been asking for a long time. I guess it could be done as an accessory, maybe. Like some people suggested that we could get, let me maybe an accessory for the second hand, so that people could get a ring of any color if they wanted to.
Many sorrow, few sorrow. We are all one sorrow.
This and this and this.
I am sorry.
I'm not familiar with the Hero Academia, so I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know Hero Academia, so probably talking through my butthole.
My husband would never. You. I grant you what power I have kept in reserve. Hera, give me strength.
So today we have a tank, we have two heal. Oh, we had two healers.
It matters not how many oppose me. I can destroy you all.
You fight for Darkseid now. You will fight for Darkseid again in the future.
Your time will come yet, Darkseid.
Run, mortal. My lightning will still catch you. You cannot hurt Ha!
Oh.
You'll have to be better than that.
Let's make this quick.
Pathetic mortal.
Sorry guys, I'm not going to look at the chat for a bit. A little bit busy right now.
Your king calls you to service. Enough playing. My source power will destroy you all.
Back, mortal.
You cannot survive against many source blasts like that. Interrupt him if you can.
My lightning will still catch you.
Ah, the evil Darkseid fighting with us. Oh, that was a close one. So if you're wondering why I asked in the chat for two healers, that's why. If one of the healer goes down, at least we have the other healer to keep us alive. Oh, bad move, bad move. But if we only have one healer and the healer goes down, it's a perfect opportunity for the group to wipe.
Enough playing. My source power will destroy you all.
So now the evil Zeus will do his big attack. So let's see if I can shield people with my group shield.
Run, mortal. My lightning will still catch that.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Olympians, your king calls you to service. How dare
Shadow clone powers could be cool, or dark powers, absolutely. There's the thing is there's a lot of options we could have as no powers. It's only a matter of whether they're willing to give us those options to make those powers.
You lose in every timeline.
I'm glad you're having fun with Atomic, Nick. Atomic is a fun power, but it relies on combos. So if you enjoy combos, yeah, it's a good power to have. Although, yeah, you can have a loadout where you can play without the combos, I guess.
run, mortal. My lightning
So you don't have to play with combos, but oh, evil box. It's a mind show? Yeah, I suppose it is. Oh, do you talk about the Hero Academia?
become the source. The power of the source
So I guess you mean an anime show. Yeah, I get it. I know what it is. I never watched it, so I don't really know it. Earth is a good power. With Earth, I kind of depend on our friend Brick. I tried without Brick, and I can't. I haven't cracked the code just yet to be able to play without Brick. Ninja Batman in DCUO. Well, we see him in House of Legends, so there's hope. Maybe someday we'll get the styles to be able to recreate him. Or do you mean Ninja Batman from the animated movie? You never know. I don't think so. Normally they have a license to use some of the stuff from the comics, but I don't think they have licenses to use the stuff from the TV shows or the movies for that matter. There were a few exceptions, but as a rule of thumb, they don't seem to have the license to do that. Although in some cases, like eventually DC made a Batman Beyond the comic, which is why we got the Batman Beyond suit in the game. Oh, poor Wonder Woman went down. I won't save her. Hello, BVU. Oh, it's been a while. Oh yeah, Extra Fin, everyone wants to play as a Blue Lantern. It's a power that's been highly requested. And way back when we got the Red Lantern power, before we got the power, we thought we would get the Red and Blue Lantern power. We thought it would work like Heroes. With Heroes, you have the Green Lantern power for heroes, the Yellow Lantern power for evil villains. We thought it would be the same. We thought we would get the Red Lantern power for villains and Blue Lantern power for heroes. Not exactly what happened.
The only way to deny Darkseid his power is to return it to the source.
Then I have no choice.
Gigantic powers would be good.
The source power
and way back when, before we got the Red Lantern powers, what people would do sometimes they dive into the files and look at the files. And in the files we had Red Lantern characters and we had also Blue Lantern characters. So based on that, people thought we would be getting both Red and Blue Lantern powers. But in the end, they decided to use Red Lantern for heroes and villains. It's alright, BVU. When you can be here, you're here. If you can't, it's all good.
Victory at last.
Yeah, now we're probably going to have Purple Lantern powers or the Ultraviolet Lantern powers. So let's give a little bow to everyone. Everyone did a good job.
Something behind the source wall. A figure. I know not what or who, but powerful.
Your paranoia knows no bounds.
That's okay, BVU. I'll forgive you.
Be wary. It is unlikely that the threat of Darkseid has been completely quelled.
Let's see if people have requests. Basically, we could play maybe one more mission. Weapon power. Depends how it's done. Ultimately, it always depends on how they implement it. Like, we could ask for all the powers in the world. Evil menu. Let's try one more mission at random. Dragon powers could be good. Been a long time since I've been here.
I hope you don't mind. Just one more clue for you to find. If you wish for me not to fall in peril.
Ah, the power of friendship. Ah, Jeffrey.
I do believe
That is so
the
sweet.
operation hours are over. Did you actually think I wouldn't anticipate your arrival? I'm always 2 moves ahead of my opponent. Now I believe the turn is yours.
I am sorrow. I have come to conquer.
There was a bundle, yeah, that gave us free lantern powers and PlayStation Plus. But I'm not sure if the bundle is still there. I think some of the bundles that used to be there are sadly became obsolete with House of Legends and have been removed. But I'm not sure. Ninja powers, technically, an argument could be made that Acrobat with gadgets, you can pretty much create a pretty good ninja. Diamond powers could be cool. Yeah, I could see cannon powers. Not unlike maybe munition, but with like bigger guns or bigger cannons.
Absolutely inferior.
Technically, quantum are gravitational powers. It's the powers of time and space, and we have gravity powers in there. We play on the US server. Tennis powers. I'm sure Jacob is having fun with that. But actually, there's a character called Sports Masters in Sportmaster in the DC universe. So yeah, tennis power could actually be an option. He uses more than tennis. He uses like a hockey sticks and catcher pad and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you, Gigory. Glad you're enjoying it. Event powers could be good. There's no shortage of wings to be able to create the angels in this universe online.
Those were but a portion of my new army. Mere pawns compared to the knights I have in store for you.
Ah, that's a good idea, Daisy. I guess, yeah, being able to summon an evil pirate to fight by your side for a bit, that could be fun. I didn't realize when you meant cannonballs, you meant when you meant cannon powers, you meant something like that, like ancient pirate cannons and all that good stuff. As Jacob shows us, the sky's the limit.
I'm glad you're here. Let's find Talia and end this.
You're a fraud, a fake. I can't wait to watch you slip up.
This facility uses Wayne Tech security codes, which I can figure out in no time.
Book powers would be too dangerous. Oh yeah, changing the colors of our powers, it's something that has been highly requested for a long time, and it doesn't seem to be an option. Either it's not an option, or they just don't want to give it to us. Either way, we don't have the option just yet.
I am Starro.
I've got him. You guys focus on the other two.
As for the book powers, I would give you knowledge. There used to be this great line from Valiant Comics way back when. There was this ad about a storyline called the Book of the Geomancers or something like that. And the tagline was like, knowledge is power, especially in the wrong hands. Not sure why, I always loved that line. Sadly, the Valiant universe went down the drain at some point, but for quite a while it was a pretty good comic line. The best weapon to use? It depends on your playstyle, really. I guess the less good weapons would be dual pistols, maybe rifle. But one-handed seems to be a popular choice. Brawling seems to be a popular choice. Martial arts. Personally, I love hand blasters, but it's a personal choice. I wouldn't say hand blasters is the best, but it's pretty much the one I use the most. Daisy's asking, do you know how DCUO they make it big plus after one drop and boom? Not sure exactly what you mean, but DC Universe Online has had some ups and downs. When it started, it was I guess it was somewhat popular at first, but there was quite a few things that made it lose a lot of its player base. A lot of the early player base didn't stick around. But then when the game went free to play, there was an explosion of new player, obviously, because the game was free. And since then, it went up for a bit. But it did dip around the time of Origin Crisis. But this Universe Online had some ups and downs as years went by. Right now, it's I would say it's in a pretty good place. Although it's in a transitional place. We have the new owners. We had a whole bunch of changes with the House of Legends. We have the changes, a whole bunch of changes with the new allies.
We can't leave them unattended in this state. You go on ahead and stop this madness. As soon as we're able, we'll come back you up.
So DCU is pretty much in a transition phase right now.
I have come to conquer.
Yeah, the shield. Sadly, the shield. I don't think the shield was all that popular or sold all that well. Seeing that that's the last weapon they added to the game. But we had the same thing also with skimming. They added skimming at some point, and we see people with skimming from time to time, but it probably didn't sell again as well as they hoped. So it probably didn't make it worth their while to make other movement like that, or for the shield, the same thing. They probably didn't sell enough shields in order to be able to justify creating new weapons. And also you have to remember, creating new weapons would mean new weapon masteries. Yeah, shield could be stronger. Shield, I guess, is one of those weapons that it's a fun weapon to use, but yeah, it's probably not the most powerful.
Now, and I might spare your life.
Cloud running could be an option. People were asking for alternatives like rocket boots, so other options to fly like skimming, but with rocket boots or stuff like that. But adding new movement style doesn't, no movement options doesn't seem to be an option. The staff is a fun weapon to use, but it's a bit slow for me. But somehow with end blasters, one of the reasons why I got stuck to using end blasters a lot is that way back when I would play a lot of PvP, and I would play in the PvP open world, and sadly one of the strategies in PvP, or one of the strategy that a lot of players would use, would be spam blocking. They would block, and block some more. So I pretty much by default became I pretty much started spamming block breaker because players were always blocking. So for most players, all you really had to do to defeat them was to spam a block break, and that would do the trick. And way back when, you would block break as long as you would use I forget the name of the attack. Earth X Reverse Flash. I have no idea what it looks like. Oh, you mean from the Crisis on Earth X? Yeah, I guess I could try to do that. There's a lot of things that could be cool. It's just a matter of what they decide to actually add. The slime powers, I can already see a lot of Ghostbusters being created with that. I guess it would depend on the powers. Oh, almost there.
I am sorrow. I have come to conquer.
This is only a setback. The League's purpose cannot be stopped.
Oh, that was
Your
a good
queen
run.
has fallen, Talia, and you have no moves left. Checkmate. You did pretty well there in the end. If Batman asks, I'll let him know you did not fail him.
I saw a tell by Nyx. I had an old tell in one of my videos from Nyx. So I used it to be able to send him a message. Nyx seems to be doing well. But yeah, he's pretty much done with DCUO. But yeah, if you guys are worried about Nyx, he seems to be fine. If I get any more news from Nyx, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, I miss Nyx too. It was a good guy. So let's see if we can play. Let's try to use the custom menu. Sadly, it wasn't working too well. What was it, Friday? But let's try and play some metal missions. Been meaning to play some of those missions for a long time. And I guess today is the day of days. So let's see if we can play Metal Part 1. And why not add Metal Part 2, because why not? Holy crap, there's a lot of lag. Oh, we're going to lose our friend Bartholomew. Oh, then before we start that then, if there's anyone who wants to join to replace Bartholomew. Oh, Area 51? Sure. It should be in custom play. Alerts. Oh, wrong. Okay, custom play. Alerts. And there you go. It's the very first one. So if you go to on duty, to custom play on duty for player missions, Area 51 is right there. So if you guys want to join, if we could get a healer ideally. Yeah, normally you can play the omnibus missions to infinity and beyond. So we'll wait a little bit to try to get more people. If not, we'll try to cure to simply cure for the mission. Sure, Mr. Chaos. So ideally, if we could get at least one healer, we have one tank. Hopefully, that'll be enough. But if we could get a tank and a healer, that would be great. If all we get is a... Oh, actually, we only need one healer. If we could get a healer, that would be great. Um, no, mental is easy enough. Basically, I wish I had started with mental powers. I'd started with gadget powers, and at the time, I didn't understand the powers well enough. And I did struggle quite a bit with gadget. Like the first year and a half, my main character was gadget, so that's pretty much the main thing I used. But also, I was using dual pistols, which is not the best weapon. So I did struggle quite a bit the first year I played DCUO. So we'll wait a bit more for Mr. Chaos to try and join us. Oh, there we go. King Thor. Oh, that's promising. Okay, so let's go for the mission. Hopefully, King Thor is a healer. Ah, sorry, we invited King Thor. Ah, he has a pretty cool looking Thor. Ah, sorry, loading. We invited King Thor, and now the group is full. Oh, sure, Consular Girl, if you can switch to heal. We'll see how it goes. Maybe one healer will be enough. But usually, sometimes we get you have to send a tell in game loading. I normally it's the first person who sends me a tell in game is the one I'll invite. Sometimes I'll tweak things a bit if we're struggling to find people. But ideally, send me a tell in game, and that's how you can get in the group. Yeah, dual pistol isn't the best. It's a fun weapon to use, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's that powerful. I'm not sure I would say there's a bad power. I guess the power I struggle the most with is rage. Maybe water. Water is a bit fun. Maybe not that powerful, but I haven't played with it all that much, so it could be better than I think.
Welcome to Mr. Freeze's Winter Wonderland.
Could just be that I'm
Those
not
metal cards the
used
merciless forged in Olympus
to playing the
have allowed
power.
him and other villains to turn Gotham City into a madhouse. Every citizen is at risk.
The citizens can look out for themselves. We should be more concerned about the obstacles to finding Deathstroke if we're going to get the metal he's been gathering.
Robin's harsh, but he's right about obstacles. Wonder Woman gave us the Sunblade, while she helped Superman with one of the Dark Knights in Metropolis.
Yeah, ideally if you play healer or troll, yeah, you want to go with ranged weapons.
Trying to find Batman by his heartbeat since all this started, but it's been one of the Dark Knights every time.
I would suggest that the only one that should really go into melee is tank powers. But I see a lot of DPS who wants to be melee DPS. That's alright, Flashpoint. Although people were asking about you, somehow they missed you. Can you believe it? But I didn't expect on Sunday. I'm sure a lot of people have. Yeah, that's it. I'm sure a lot of people have stuff like celebrating with their families, having or just maybe having dinner with their families or stuff like that. So yeah, I thought I understood that having a live stream on Sunday probably wasn't the best idea, but oh well. Too late, too late. That's alright, Daisy. Controlling is good. We need good controllers. I guess we'll see how it goes. We might stick around. We'll play this one mission. We'll see afterwards. We've been here for a while. Ah. It is pretty good.
Give me an ice pack.
Yeah, typing on PlayStation is a bit of a tricky bit. Oh, Flashpoint Batman is jealous of quantum tunneling. But yeah, I understand. I wish we had more options to be able to teleport. Gregory, I'm not sure which consumable. I missed some of the chat. Sadly, I was a bit busy.
Get me an ice pack.
For consumable, you want to use the soda cola, the Condor soda cola.
Someone grab the Sunblade.
And I am
Evil Mr. Freeze.
And I am the Night King.
I think someone's been watching.
Yeah, Jack, but it's not the same. Like on PC, you play with your mouse and keyboard, so it's pretty easy to just go and use the keyboard to type. On PlayStation, you still use your controller, so you have to switch from your two hands on your controller.
We need to get to Freeze. He's got an impenetrable shield protecting it.
You have to switch from your two hands on your controller to
We need to get to Freeze. He's got an impenetrable shield protecting it.
to your keyboard. So yeah, that's the soda cola. Forget the name. The Condor, the Bottle City soda. There we go.
winter's coming for you.
Ah, Flashpoint, come on, you need your bottle sorter to the max.
Watch out! He's gonna shatter those shardlings.
Oh no, we lost the Consular Girl. Come on, you should move it to the top of your priority list. Should be the first thing in the morning when you wake up. Well, right now we have the stat clamp, so you have a maximum amount of might you can have anyway. But technically, you should be able to increase your might.
Watch out! He's gonna shatter those shardlings.
The max CR right now is 348. Although with some of the daily rewards, I was able to raise it to 349. So, but soon it should be 350 something with the new DLC. Oh, almost there. There we go.
That did it.
Ah, I hate mechanics. Oh, Piotr says that the max CR is 350. I could be. I didn't check the latest daily rewards. So maybe they do raise your combat rating to 350 at this point. No, I don't really just chill out outside Little Bohemia. I know that there's a lot of people who do that. it's pretty much a spot where people go to show off their styles. They used to do it in the Watchtower also for a bit, but now the Watchtower is more or less deserted. But nah, it's been a while since I went outside Little Bohemia, especially just to chill. Evil camera. Yeah, everyone is in the House of Legends now. It was to be expected. They say that they will keep the Watchtower in the Hall of Doom, but at this point with the House of Legends, the Watchtower and the Hall of Doom are pretty much redundant at this point. So I'm not sure why they would keep those around, but oh well. Hello, Jerry Minoza. Thomas is asking, they fixed the login issues. I have no idea. I didn't know there was logging issues, so I couldn't tell you if they fixed it or not.
What are you doing to my precious metal?
You're not in your right mind, Freeze.
Ah, that's not really worth picking up. Oh well.
What's happening?
32 characters. I understand. The survival vendor is only there for survival mode. So so if survival mode comes back at some point, the survival vendor should come back. But last time it took 2 years before we saw survival mode again. So hopefully it won't take 2 years before we see the survival vendor once more. But I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. So let's take the opportunity to repair.
Deep in the cave's computer. But he's the one who hired Deathstroke to find the exotic metal we need to defeat the Batman who laughs. I really don't like working with that psychopath. But we have the codes to identify us as the buyer and the account data to pay him.
Yeah, everything now is starts at the House of Legends, which is why I'm wondering why they. I assume at some point it will transition and remove the Watchtower in the Hall of Doom, because the way things are made right now, everything takes you to the House of Legends. Yeah, there's been rumors about the Cavill and Superman forever now. Personally, I'll believe it when I see it. Like right now, there's a whole bunch of rumors about the Zack Snyder DC Universe. Apparently, They might still give us the Justice League 2 and 3 based on the Zack Snyder universe. There were talks about at some point about a TV series, and there's also other people who say that the Snyderverse is done like dinner. So at this point, we don't really know. So there's a lot of rumors out there, but figuring out what is true and what is not. There's rumors that we're even going to see Henry Cavill in the Flash movie. Although there's someone who made a really fun clip. There's someone who took the clip from Shazam. Like at the end of Shazam, we do see Superman, but we just see his chest, like the head is cut off because Henry Cavill didn't play the role. And there's someone who made a fun scene where they pretty much did a new version of that scene where you actually see Henry Cavill Superman. He's in his black Superman costume. So you actually see him...
having as much fun as I am?
You actually see his head and everything. So it was a fun edit to have. It's something I wish they would add, like say on the... If they had some special features, that's something they would include. For the Green Lantern series, I haven't seen anything in quite a while. From what I understand, it's going to focus on what's her name, Cruz, the new female Lantern. But at some point, they were talking about making it like a buddy cop movie with Jon Stewart and I forget if it was supposed to be Jon Stewart and Guy Gardner or Jon Stewart and Al Jordan. But yeah, they were talking about making it like a body cop movie. But now it seems to be pretty much focused on the female Lantern. Thank you, Logan, I should say. Much appreciated. The DCEU had a lot of issues. Yeah, Zach, Warner Brothers interfering was a pretty bad thing, but it would still have issues even if they did not. Like they did not interfere with Man of Steel, and that movie had a lot of issues.
The merchandise is in a warehouse.
The Zack Snyder DC universe was built on a shaky foundation, and sadly it affected it the whole way.
Fabricate an alloy we can use against the Batman who laughs. It's up to you to take the fight to Poison Ivy.
I've lost Superman. He's not responding to comms. You've got to get past those plants to find him.
Jessica Cruz, that's it. I forgot her name. And right now, I guess you could say that the main problem with DC is a problem of leadership. And right now, they cannot decide if they want to continue with the Zack Snyder universe or if they want to reboot something else completely different. And there's this tug of war right now at Warner's about which direction they'll go into. I think they will leave someone behind. Oh, guess we did. Well, again, yeah, Discovery, there's probably going to be a transition period now that Discovery is involved.
Breathe in my pheromones and you will be. With the power to prune and reshape reality, I'll finally make the whole world green.
And destroy Gotham City in the process?
Humanity has pushed the green to the edge of extinction. It's time the green pushed back.
Jerry, I'm not sure which comic books you're talking about that are selling really well, because the comic sales are not good right now.
You need to figure out a way to free your ally from Ivy's pheromones. Ugh, keep those lips away from me, Ivy.
Death threats are never a good idea. It doesn't give the result people are hoping for. If you're thinking of changing things with death threats, not really. It's not a good idea. Although, from what I understand, like apparently the Zack Snyder on HBO Max, the Snyder Cut, was very popular. Yeah, mangas are doing well, but mangas and American comics are two different animals, I would say. So I wouldn't really say comics are doing well, even if manga is doing well.
One of you needs to step up to help the rest of us. I can't do everything.
Manga is doing well, but we had something like that happened also in the 90s. Manga were really popular, and then in the early 2000s they took a nosedive. So I'm not sure with the I'm not sure we use that as an example of comics are doing great. The comic publishers decided to go after a specific audience, and that it's not really producing results right now. No, I haven't seen the numbers for Hero Academia. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I'm a bit hyper focused right now. Ah, I'm mind controlled. Oh, I'm very sad.
Perhaps you should practice it. Perhaps you should practice.
Not sure why my there we go. Somehow my quantum tunneling did not seem to work.
No! Get away from my card! Wait, what's happening? I didn't hurt Harley, did I?
Maybe Calculator can explain it, Plant Lady. We have better things to do.
Poor Ivy. That card really did a number on her. Nightwing and Wonder Woman are en route in her invisible jet. They have the alloy Mr. Terrific fabricated to take down the Batman Who Laughs. They'll meet you up ahead. Hopefully Superman is there too.
What in the actual...
Ah, the Dark Robins. I love those. I probably should have equipped my metal mods. Oh well. When you have the metal part 1 augments, it does summon a Dark Robin at random. Yeah, apparently when One Piece did hit 1,000 episodes, but apparently it's not the. There's other mangas that had even more episodes than that. So even though it's a high number, it doesn't seems to be the record. Oh, are we still... They're Dark Multiverse version of various Robins, not necessarily Damian Wayne.
Has the Batman Who Laughs had him all along? Batman's notes say the alloy will cancel out the frequency of that spire and shut it down. You're welcome to try, Nightwing, but I doubt you have the metal.
Ah, they did a good job with Batman Who Laughs. I love it. I have to admit, it's been a while since I've been here, so I completely forget if there's any specific mechanics we need. I guess we'll find out.
And here I was worried I'd have to take the night off. The alloy you're absorbing is toxic. Don't hold it too long.
Let's take this one real slow.
Ah, he does look creepy. Love it. Oh, not sure why King Thor is... So King Thor is telling us not to forget the alloy. I wish I could remind you what that means, but not sure. Evil Dark Robins.
Maybe the alloy could also close those portals to stop the swarm of inferior Robins. Absorb and deliver the alloy to the portals. That should hold off these Robin imposters.
So we have to pick up the alloys here, and I guess she has to take it to the portal.
Pass the metal to an ally and get it to the spire or one of those Robin portals.
There's no running from me.
Oh, I see.
Get the alloy to the spire to shut it down.
6 times! Oh, that's going to be a tall order. Nope. Ah, come on. Oh, I guess we're done. Oh my god. Yeah, quantum powers. Ah, that was not good. Ah, repair bot. That's so nice. Ah, you're so mean to Flashpoint Batman. He doesn't suck. He's challenged. But nah, Flashpoint Batman was one of the standout characters in the Flashpoint storyline. Absolutely, that's you. So friend Superman wants to take care of the ads, so let's see if we can succeed this time.
The alloy you're absorbing is toxic. Don't hold it too long.
Too fast for you?
You're gonna have to put more content on your YouTube channel, Flashpoint Batman. It can't be easy, you're not here. there she is.
Use the alloy to shut those portals.
Watch out for the red deck.
Alloy to the portals. That should hold off these Robin imposters.
Release the alloy into the spire.
Ah, I'm trapped.
Get the alloy to the spire to shut it down.
Oh, there's the alloy.
Next time, stay down.
Let's try again. Oh no, Superman went down. That might be why we're struggling a bit. Oh, we lost. Oh, that's the rope in, I guess. Sorry if I'm not looking at the chat, guys. A bit busy right now. Flashpoint Batman, do you want me to invite you? Oh. Aw, he's not even here. I'm so sad.
The Merciless is attacking.
Ah. Let's try again. At least we got a tank. Ah, David, the game crashed. I'm so sad. So we need one more. If one of you guys want to come to be invited. What was your character again, David? Oh, so I guess we're good to go. Sorry if you're late loading. Hello, Leo. We seem to have two other controllers, so let us switch to to DPS. Thank you, Leo. Much appreciated. Could have sworn I did send a tell to Trianity or an invite, so I'm not sure why it didn't go through. So let's try again. We actually have two tanks. Thank you, Leo. Much appreciated.
Hera, guide my attack.
The alloy you're absorbing is toxic. Don't hold it too long.
thought we had other trolls. I'm a bit surprised.
Absorb and deliver the alloy to the portals. That should hold off these Robin imposters.
Pass the metal to an ally and get it to the spire or one of those Robin portals.
Oh, we lost Superman Rebirth. Ah, come on.
Get the alloy to the spire to shut it down.
That was bad timing. Just two more.
Watch out for the red death.
Absolutely inferior. There's no running from me. No.
Evil Red Death. Almost there. Just one more time. Ah, come on. Ah, so close and so far. Hello, Leo. So I guess we're going to try one more time. Flashpoint, the group is full, so I don't really want to kick anyone out. We didn't go too badly this time, but I guess we got a bit unlucky.
Make peace with the gods.
The alloy you're absorbing is toxic. Don't hold it too long.
Maybe the alloy could also close those portals to stop the swarms of inferior robins. Use the alloy to shut those portals.
Get the alloy to the spire to shut it down.
Absorb and deliver the alloy to the portals. That should hold off these robin imposters.
I lost track of where the ally is. Oh, there it is.
Just as I predicted. There's no running from me.
tuning fork thing.
Come on. Evil Red Death.
The Merciless is attacking.
Almost there.
Eradicate you.
Enjoy this.
Almost there.
What's happening? That should have shut the spire down.
Hello there.
Hello, good sir.
How are you?
I'm alright.
How you guys doing in the raid?
It's it was tough. Took some getting used to. But after 1,000 tries, we got the hang of it, I guess. How to bring the nth metal to the fork.
Oh yeah.
Didn't realize you had to team up and switch it from one guy to the next very often.
Yeah. Well, that part's like a two-person thing. You know, one person gets their health back, gives it to the other guy. You know, and just pass it back and forth.
Yeah, I realized that. I guess in the past I was always like the controller, so I never really bothered about that thing, and someone else would do it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a bad raid though. It's not hard. It's just, well, you just need to know the mechanics. Pretty much.
Superman! No!
Batman!
I'm getting reports of disasters across the globe. We're sinking into unreality.
You gonna be streaming for long or?
No, I think we're pretty much done.
Okay. I see, I see.
That bad, huh?
What?
You sound like a guy who's tired.
I am. I am tired.
Oh, sure. Sir Galapagos wants to see what material I just got. Let's get out of here. I'll show it to you in the House of Legends. I'm surprised it still has the teleport to Watchtower here.
Oh, crap. That's rare.
It is rare. So basically I got one of the Forge Chroma materials. Now let's go back to our usual spot and I'll show it there.
Yeah, because we're all here, so.
So way back when I already had, oh, come on, let's put it on. I'm not sure what happened to our healer. So eons ago we got the Forge Chroma 1 as a free gift, but somehow they never gave us the Forge Chroma 2.
Interesting.
Well, they added those. Come on, they added those, but as a random drops from the middle content.
I never even knew that. I only knew the one you can get there for free.
Yeah, the other one they added as a drop, but yeah, you have to get it. You have to be lucky to be able to get it. And it's also you cannot sell it on the broker, so if you don't get it as a drop, you don't get it.
Well, I guess it's a way to keep it for free to play then, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
It just looks like the other one.
This is the first one. The other one,
okay.
I didn't equip it just yet.
Okay,
So
I was gonna say.
the one I just got is this one here. So as you can see, it's account bound, so you cannot sell it on the broker. And this one is the Forge Metal Chroma 3. So I'm still going to be missing the Forge Metal Chroma 2. So let us consume it. We're in the House of Legends, Leon, but we're pretty much done for today. We're not going to be. This is going to be it for today. So let's equip the Forge Metal Chroma 3 and see the difference. I love this material, so I wish I could have all three. Maybe someday. I guess we'll have to play the metal content every day.
I don't mind it. I like metal, so if you need anyone, I don't mind running the metal stuff. Huh.
So it's almost like the Forge Chroma. It has a bit of the dark part, but not that much.
Wait, I don't even see the difference.
Do you see the difference?
Oh, okay. It's just missing like okay, not much. It's basically the same thing. Basically.
Yeah. Well, basically, there's two channels that are the golden channel, and the other one that's the third channel is a like darker golden channel. So if you have like the two channels that are the golden channel, yeah, you barely see a difference. It's pretty similar to the Forge Chroma, except that it has a dark channel that's been added to it. I guess the Chroma 2 would be a bit more different.
You only have the first one and the second one, right? Not the third?
The first and the third.
Yeah. Okay. I guess it would kind of look good on chains as well.
It would look good on a lot of stuff. I really love this material, especially like the Forge one is pretty good as well. It just doesn't have the Forge one is just one color, as opposed to the other ones.
Maybe the God Killer sword or whatever too might look good on.
Sure.
Or just any sword. I think it would look good on any sword, to be honest.
Will look good at anything. I really love this material, although I used it for a bit, but I guess could have used it more. Like this is the forge one. This one is easy enough. You can get it from the metal vendor.
I know there's one that you can get for free that's like a code or something like that you put it on your marketplace. I know that. I don't know what the code is though.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me see. I have it too. It is.
Well, equip equip the one we got for free, the first one, and I'll equip the third one, and you will see the difference.
Sure. Material. Okay.
Like if you yeah, we can compare it here. Like if you see, it's pretty much the same as the forge, but there's a little bit of the dark material on some of the material, but very little. As opposed to the first one has a lot more dark material.
Yeah, this is basically what the free one is. Let me put everything.
Let me equip the Superboy jacket, so we'll get a clearer picture. Sorry guys if I'm ignoring the chat. Just a little bit hyper focused right now. We'll get back. I'll try to look at the chat in just a minute.
There's a little bit of a difference.
A lot of it. Let me remove the emblem.
Pretty much just inverted, pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That doesn't look bad though.
Looks great. I love this material.
See, I like the channel that you have there, where it's lighter, because it kind of actually does look like a gold instead of a orange flame, you know?
Sure.
So you can use that for a lot of golden colors. Whereas the one I have is very orangey and very darkish, because it's kind of like the main channel.
Yeah.
So it looks more like a fire than a gold. I mean, it makes sense for my character, but...
Sure. So let's go back to the chat a little bit. So Leopold says he'll try to join us next stream. Oh, Thomas Brooks says he got the Forge or Chroma 1. Because by now, I guess you don't get it as a free gift anymore, so it's probably a random drop as well in the mission. And yeah, they're probably a pretty rare drop, or at least semi-rare. Sir Galapagos says he uses Forge 1 for an orange lantern style. Yeah, it's perfect for an orange lantern. I'd used also a Firestorm. For Firestorm, it works great. For Sunboy in the Legion of Superheroes, Wildfire also. So there's quite a few options to be able to use that material. If you have a fire-based character, this is probably, I would say, the best material to use with that type of character. Thank you, Thomas Brooks. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. And Leo is saying, before you end your streams, I got to say again, I love your content. Thank you very much. To add two things, it'll help me learn more about the game, and I don't know how you don't have at least 50,000 subs. I will get it someday.
One day. First, the game needs to grow first. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I suppose. And Superman Rebirth says it was fun playing with you. See you next week. So thank you very much, good sir. Yeah, there's a few things that will need to happen, I guess. I'm not sure how big the player base right now is with DCUO. So if we take a look at the official DCUO channel, they have about 100,000 subscribers. But that's it's something they've had for years now. So at this point in
Yeah.
time, I don't know if they still have to would they still have 100,000 subscribers at this point? Hard to tell. So
Active? No.
I wouldn't expect to have more subs than the official DCU channel, but you never know. Strange things have been known to happen. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, well,
it's. I don't think so because of the simple fact that maybe, say if they have a million subs or what, it's just say if they had a million, okay? I gotta think at a certain point, right? How many of those accounts are alternate accounts? And on
that
top of that, how many of those people still watch their videos,
sure.
right? So, it's probably unlikely that they would have even half the amount that are actually there, you know? Like, maybe a quarter of them still watch them.
But the channel is still growing, so I'm very happy about that. Like right now, we
Yeah.
just crossed 22,319 as I'm looking right now. So the channel is still growing well enough. So I'm very happy about that.
Yep.
And hopefully, I saw some sadly some people disappear when we got the House of Legends. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people that gave up on the game or gave up on watching this Universe Online videos. I saw quite a dip with the House of Legends. It went back a bit during the fall, but normally this is like in November, early December. This is usually a big time to get a lot of views in DCUO, and it's a little bit smaller than it was a year ago. So you can tell that there's quite a few people that were not happy about the House of Legends, and that gave up on DCO and on watching videos. It's sad, but it was to be expected. Uh, so will the new changes bring in a whole bunch of new players that were not playing the game for whatever reasons? It's hard to tell at this point. I guess we're gonna have to keep an eye out and see how the channel and how the game is still growing. But yeah, we did take quite a hit with the House of Legends. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Leopold, for being Leopold. Thank you, Leon, for being here. Have a nice live stream, Leon.
That's a nice Starfire, sorry, Wonder Woman behind us.
Yeah. Ah, come on. I can't fit between.
You need to lose some weight.
The Flashpoint Wonder Woman. The look is really nice.
I only wish the hair can come out though. That's the only thing I wish.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Maybe at some point they'll make an alternate version with the hair sticking out.
Maybe. Honestly, I would just go without the helmet at that point then. Just have the hair. Personally.
Sure.
That's pretty cool. And then the classic. Can't go wrong with the classic.
Yeah, now you pretty much have everything you need to make the classic Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And
That's
it's a
the
style.
one character I like the classic of is the Wonder Woman, the old classic Wonder Woman suit. I love way more than the new one.
Sure. And then the nice thing is that it's a style that comes from a time capsule, so ultimately in the long run, it will be added to the Booster Gold vendor. So future players, even if someone who starts playing the game in 10 years, they'll still be able to get that style. So as opposed to styles like the Superman emblem, it's sad that if you were not there to get it, yeah, you cannot get it anymore.
You'll never hurt anyone again.
Hopefully at some point they will add a Superman emblem that will be available
Family
forever.
blood. You do anything for family.
Oh,
You
she's
know
using
what?
the plant pants, she's saying.
I think
Oh yeah, okay,
maybe I'm
yeah.
even hopeful, but when I was looking on the Discord when they were doing the Q&As there the other day,
Sure.
someone brought up a Superman emblem, and and Meth specifically pinned something about a Superman emblem. So that might maybe be a little bit of hope that he might actually have plans to do something, or they might have plans to do something with an emblem in the future. Because, I mean, why would they pin that comment? You know?
Uh, Having a permanent Superman emblem in the game would be a good thing. There's a lot of people who want to play as Superman. and it's a highly requested emblem. So there should be at least one Superman emblem that people can get. Like we have our friend Slade back there, where was something that can sort of work as a backup Superman emblem, but it would be nice to have an actual Superman emblem that everyone can use. It's a bit sad that the people who come in after the fact and who missed out on the Superman emblem, they're not, let's say they're not very happy about that. I guarantee you that I wouldn't be surprised if there's at least a few people who, when they figure out that there was a Superman emblem and they cannot get it anymore, I'm sure that some people uh, pretty much stop playing right there and then. Valor is really enjoying the Reverse Flash that we're seeing right now. It's a pretty cool looking version of the character.
Oh yeah.
And here we have a nice, not quite as, oh, I thought it was Ice Green Lantern. Okay. I thought he had the six Kryptonian suit to create some sort of alternate Superman.
I like that emblem actually. You know what you can do with that emblem is you can kind of make like a Brainiac Superman suit with that.
A Brainiac Superman suit. I saw some create an Iron Man suit. Yeah, there's quite a few options with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with that emblem.
But Superman is very popular and highly requested, and I'm always a bit amazed when some people seems to think that Superman is no longer popular somehow, when it's obviously not the case.
He is basically one of the biggest founders of DC today in terms of characters.
Oh yeah.
There's no way he's not going to be popular. I'm sorry,
And
but
Slade is asking, you think? Oh, evil chat stepped on me. You think a furthest inspired layer will happen? I hope it will. We got the. It all depends, I guess, on how the Wayne Manor layer did. If the Wayne Manor layer did good, uh, they'll probably make more, and hopefully at some point they'll make a Fortress of Solitude layer. But we don't know at this point.
yeah, I want to see a Mogo layer. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Wonder Woman is asking, did you know the gold armor comes from a Kingdom Come? Absolutely. I loved that comic when it was first released, and yeah, the golden armor comes from that, and then they've tried to add it to the DC universe afterwards, to the Wonder Woman comics at some point, and they've done that for a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of stuff that got really popular with Kingdom Come, but Kingdom Come was supposed to be an alternate future, but then they tried to find ways to go back in the past and add retroactively some of that stuff into the comics. Like we got the Red Robin comes from Kingdom Come, and then at some point for some reason they decided to turn Tim Drake into Red Robin. We got the golden armor for Wonder Woman. We got there's a whole bunch of stuff. We got at some point that came from Kingdom Come that technically should have come from the future, but Sir Galapagos says is currently reading Kingdom Come. I love the artwork. The artwork, the story, everything is it was a great comic. We see a lot of complaints about the comics from the 90s. And whenever people complain about the comics of the 90s, yeah, there was the image age where a lot of comics were extreme and with big characters and big pouches and big guns. But there was a lot of good stuff in the 90s that somehow people don't seem to remember. Kingdom Come was one of those things. There was quite a good, there was quite some good stuff in the 90s. We had Astro CD, we had Kingdom Come, we had Marvels, but somehow people just focused on the stuff they didn't like, strangely enough.
It's like that with everything, though. I guarantee you can think of more negative things in life than positive things.
Probably.
It's just the way humanity is. It's much easier to find things to blame and find things that you don't like, than it is to find things that you can think positive and actually enjoy and like. Just
Well,
the way it is.
that would explain also a bit. YouTube seems to be pushing negative videos more than positive ones. Like if you make a negative videos, there's quite a few channels that are pretty much specialized at this point into making negative stuff, and somehow that's what YouTube seems to be pushing because that seems to be what's popular. Wonder
So
Woman is saying, did you know DC is working on a Kingdom Come animated movie? They were working on it at some point. I had heard it was canceled, so I'm not sure exactly what the status is right now. Are they still working on it? Because the last I heard, it was canceled. So if you have any information, it'd be nice to know. Tips on how to make Black Adam. I'm actually a superhero woman. I have quite a few videos about Black Adam. If you look in my videos for Black Adam, I have a whole playlist actually for Black Adam. And I show, I have a video or two where I show how you can create your friend Black Adam. Sergey Lapago saying he's reading all the classic comic stories: Kingdom Come, Darkest Night, Flashpoint, Batman Year One. Oh yeah, these are pretty cool run, and they were pretty much instant classic. Like a Batman Year One, as soon as Year One was released, it became pretty much a classic overnight. So Brooklyn is asking Multiverse, have you ever streamed on Twitch? Yes, I did. Actually, when I started making videos, that is where I started streaming. At the time with PlayStation 4, you could only record like 15 minutes of content. So if I wanted to make videos that were longer than 15 minutes, I have to do them live. And at the time, you could only do live stream on Twitch for some reason. So what I would have to do is that I would have to make my videos live on Twitch and then transfer the video from Twitch to YouTube. If you look at my first 100, 200 videos, that's how I did it. I did it live on Twitch and then would transfer the video on YouTube. So a lot of my early videos, it was live on the spot, and that's pretty much how I learned how to make live videos or videos for that matter. Yeah, they did remove the like dislike ratio. Well, they removed only the dislike. I think the like is still there, but there's an app if you want to really see the dislike ratio on some videos. There's an app that'll show it to you. And there's a few videos that people have been let's say disliking a lot. And sadly, YouTube tried to hide the dislike for some reason, but people found a way around it. And videos that people really don't like, people can know about it.
I'll never forget Infinite Warfare, man. When that trailer came out for Call of Duty, holy crap! Over and over. I think within like the first like couple hours, there was like millions and millions and millions of dislikes. It was just so funny.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a few recently that got like 10,000 dislikes to like 200 likes, and the sad thing is that they try to hide the dislikes because they claim that it's people who are review bombing or and actually if that was the true if that was the case, then how come there's not more likes? Like when you get 10,000 dislikes to 200 likes, I'm sorry, it's not review bombing. It's people are truly voicing their discontent.
Opinion. Yeah.
And if it really was review bombing, you would have as many likes at least, if not more. But it's not what's happening.
Yeah. They're just trying to save their big like those big companies that have all what's called that are advertising. They also
Yeah.
have YouTube channels, right? They're
Yes.
saving if they have a lot of dislikes on those videos.
They're not happy
It's
about
not
that.
exactly. So if they get rid of that, then and people don't see how many dislikes, and there's no wagon to join. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
A lot of people are sheeps, and they like to just join the wagon and dislike. So by doing that, it's a marketing strategy that if it's not there, there's less people like disliking their content. So
Leon Apotix would like a shout out for his channel. So from what I understand, he's live right now. So if we're pretty much done here, guys. If you want to go see Leon afterwards, you could do that. So Leon, tell us what is your channel, and people will go see you if they want to. But yeah, the whole dislike thing, they tried to claim that it was to protect the small creators and that crap. We knew that it was bull crap because already people could remove the dislike. Like you already had the option in YouTube not to show the dislike. So, but then again, if you do that, it's an obvious sign that people are mass disliking your video. So instead of leaving the option for people to remove it if they want to, they remove the option for everyone. But sadly, the internet being what it is, people found a way to be able to still see the dislike and still find out that some videos are getting massively disliked. Like there was what was the Disney ride, the Star Wars ride that Disney just added? Like they had a video about it that was so massively disliked, they removed the video. So their attempt to try to hide the dislike was pretty much an epic failure. People can still find out which videos get massive dislikes, and they still
You know, if they want to protect people like that, you know what they need to do is just get rid of the whole dislike button completely. Like, no, don't allow us to even click on it.
yeah. Well,
That's the only way.
that's probably going to be the next step. That's sadly that is probably going to be the next step, my friend.
Well, I mean, there's no point of even it being there anyways if you can't see it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, ideally, it could be used as a gauge. Like you could gauge the how people react to your video. Like if like most of my videos, I get like 98%, 98, 99% likes, and I'll get one or two dislikes. It seems to be pretty much standard, but once in a while I'll have a video that will get maybe 10 dislikes. So usually that tells me that, oh, okay, people didn't react too well to that video. So having the like dislikes, it still has some use. Uh, Overall, if you're not doing garbage content, you'll get mostly likes. But once in a while, you'll get a video that'll get a bit more dislikes than usual. So that gives you an idea sometimes of the kind of stuff that people like or don't like.
I
So it
suppose, yeah.
so it has a use, but sadly, seeing how they tried to hide the dislike for bigger channels, let's say, and it failed epically. So sadly, the next step will be they'll probably just remove the button completely, and they'll come up with some BS excuse to try to justify that.
Maybe they'll get rid of the like button as well.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. It seems to be going towards that. But then again, what people would do is that they'll put what people did at first when the dislike was gone, they would look at the comments. Again, the comments tells a lot. If you look at the comments and all you see is negative comments, well, odds are people didn't like the video very much. Uh,
Yeah.
so sadly, that seems to be a slippery slope. Like they removed the option to see the dislike. That didn't work. Odds are they will remove the dislike. If they do that, odds are we'll have to look at the comment section, and in the comment section, we'll be able to see people who are not happy about the video. And I guess the next step after that, will it be to remove the comment section? So
Wouldn't
it's not.
surprise me.
But if they ever reach that point, like the comment section, I never realized until I made video how important the comment section was. You get the feedback from the players, from the viewers, and you get a lot of suggestions. A lot of people suggest the videos that I'll end up making. So one of the things often people will ask me is like, don't you worry about running out of ideas to make videos? And that'll never happen because as long as you guys can leave comments saying what you want to, asking for videos and asking for the type of videos you want to see, I'll always have ideas for new videos.
That is a good way. That's a good thing, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is one YouTuber. I forget what he was doing, but he basically, I forget his name, but anyways, he does challenge stuff, and he does every challenge you could think of. And I remember commenting one time saying, "How do you keep thinking of new challenges to do?" And he actually responded to me, and I was so surprised because he has millions of subs, and he actually happened to respond to me specifically, and he said, "Because I have you guys. You guys give me ideas." I was like, "Oh, that's kind of that's a good way of looking at it, yeah." So yeah, as long as you have people leaving comments, you'll never run out of ideas.
Exactly. And Wonder Woman is asking, did you see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer? No, I didn't realize there was a new trailer for that. I thought it was still way away, so I didn't expect a trailer at this point. So I'll have to look it up. And also, she's also saying, and what do you think about attackers in DCUO against Power Rangers players and attacking them? I have no to admit, I wasn't aware of that. I didn't realize there were people attacking Power Rangers players. So um, it's the first I hear about it. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
didn't even know that was a thing.
No, didn't know. Well, I know that I've seen a lot of Power Rangers players recently. I forget some of the styles we got recently worked really well to create a Power Rangers character, but I didn't realize there was people attacking them.
Huh. Interesting.
Yes. Well, that's where you see you can never predict what people will do, and sometimes you'll get surprises like that.
Oh,
I guess the
one
next
thing I
step,
notice
yeah.
is that a lot of people will make Dragon Ball characters, and people will bash them just because they made an anime character. It's like, well, it's let them make whatever they want. They allow us to create or they create a character. Let them recreate whatever they want.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
that's
matter
been going
if you
on.
like it.
That's been going on forever. Like I remember when I had my Magneto character, once in a while someone would be insulted that I had a Marvel character in a DC game, and I think you can relate to that. So it
Not
happens.
so much.
Or even at some point I was using the pink, no, the purple aura, and the purple aura looks pretty much pink. So sometimes I would get comments from that that had like a faggoty aura or something like that. And then later on, even when I switched at some point to dark purple because I thought the dark purple looked a bit better, and even with dark purple, I would still get comments once in a while. So you can never really escape that, sadly.
Can't please everyone though.
So Wonder Woman
Got a lot
says
of
they
ignorance.
bully them in Metropolis. Yeah, I'm not surprised because it happened to me before when I was Magneto. Uh, we see it from time to time, but I didn't realize that Power Rangers was targeted specifically. Like if I was to target anyone, I would target Ghost Riders or Marvel characters, of course. But Power Rangers, nah, that's a new one to me.
You mean Atomic Skull?
No, no, Ghost Rider.
No, you mean Atomic Skull.
Atomic Skull is cool. Ghost Rider, not so much.
Oh.
And Big Slade is asking, what do you think of the Marvel MMO? We're gonna have to wait and see. We don't have any enough information. I would love if we could have DC Universe Online with Marvel characters. I would love that. Sadly, I'm not crazy enough to think that that's what's gonna happen. You can be sure that someone somewhere will want to turn it into something else. They'll want to change the designs. They'll want to change the graphics. Like there's a lot of things that makes DC Universe Online. Like the graphics. I know a lot of people complain about the graphics, but personally, I love the DCO graphics. And it is what makes DCO DCO. If we had some cell shading comic graphics like other games, it wouldn't be DCO. I'm not playing like I know Champions Online or City of Heroes had like cell shaded graphics. I wasn't playing it with game. I played DCO, so I love the graphics of DCO. And but if they were to change it into something else, yeah, I wouldn't love it as much. And the same with the character models. I love the character models. Look at our awesome our friend Reverse Flash here it is. I love those. I love the look of the characters. And I guarantee you that with a Marvel MMO, they're not going to do that. They're going to create over this like look at the designs in the Avengers game. That's the kind of designs I kind of expect. Designs that have nothing to do with the what the character looks like.
Hmm.
What about you, Mr. Ghost Rider? What are your thoughts on the upcoming Marvel MMO?
I think it's gonna be. I mean, I'm hoping, but I'm also thinking that this is what they'll do. Um, that they'll take the foundation of this game on how this game is currently built right now, but instead of being able to create our character from the ground up, make it whoever we want and to be, it'll be preset characters like Ghost Rider, Elektra, Daredevil. It'll be preset characters, but they'll have customization in depth, just like we have it in this game. And then pretty much, I guess maybe the story-wise and the gameplay-wise, I guess would be more of like an Ultimate Alliance or Marvel Heroes. That's what I'm thinking.
Could be. Well, could be. We'll have to wait and see for that.
That's what I think it's gonna be built like, because it's like they know what seeing how DC has succeeded and failed at, and then seeing where those other games that they've also built within the Marvel Studios where they succeeded and failed at. I think they'll just take all the things that they all succeeded across throughout everything and just make them what's called put them all in one game, you know? Because it's like, I don't know, it's like, why would you take a build completely the same thing as DCUO when you know there's some failing features, right? Why don't you take some succeeding features from other games?
Yeah, but sadly, what they see as successful probably won't be the same as what we see as successful. So it's a mixed bag. Like I remember way back when we had a game called Baldur's Gate, and then later on
Oh yeah.
they announced a game called Neverwinter Nights, and we
Yep.
foolishly thought that they would take all the good stuff from Baldur's Gate and just turn it into a 3D game. Not even close to what happened. So so that's why I'm cautious. Let's see what we actually get.
Well,
And
there's a
what
new Elder Scrolls coming out, and apparently, from what people are saying and stuff, that it'll be basically Skyrim but online. So it'll be like Fallout 76 but Skyrim themed.
I don't play Skyrim, so I don't really care either way. They could
Me
make it
either.
like a Super Mario Bros. It wouldn't matter to me. I don't play the game. Wonder Woman is asking, have you read the He-Man versus Superman comic? Did not even know there was such a thing, so the answer is no. Did you read that,
Didn't even
Mr.
know.
Flashpoint?
No, first I hear of it.
Okay. And Brooklyn is asking, did you play Spider-Man in the Avengers game? I did. Actually, I even have a couple of videos on my Multiverse 616 channel if you want to see what our friend Spider-Man looks like. And I was really happy to see that you actually starts with the classic costume from the comics. I didn't expect that. It was a nice surprise. And there's a whole bunch of costumes that are just reskins. Like they have maybe 3, 4 different costumes, and then they have a whole bunch of different colors for those costumes. And that's the way they have like 30 different costumes. But most of them, I'm very happy with the classic costume from the comics, and I don't plan to use any of those other costumes. You don't
Hmm.
play the Avengers game, do you?
No, I am on your channel to see this Spider-Man. Because I have not really seen it much, except for some really terrible footage. Uh,
Jerry Minoza says, I don't suppose Disney will interject about Daybreak making a Marvel MMO. Well, they probably licensed them. Either they approach Daybreak to make an MMO, or Daybreak approached Disney with the idea of making a Marvel MMO, and they started from there. I don't think you can be sure Daybreak did not decide to make to start working on a Marvel MMO unless they are in partnership with Disney. So
you know what? I think that if when they make this Marvel MMO, I think it's gonna be better. Well, not better. I think it's gonna be more successful at the start than what DC was, for the simple fact that Marvel right now has the biggest hype pretty much out in the industry.
yeah, but they're
So
pretty much killing their brand with their Phase 4 and their movies like Black Widow or their TV shows like Hawkeye. They're pretty much running their brand into the ground. So yeah, right now they're still floating from Avengers Endgame, but they're going down like a rock. The Disney stocks also is going down like a rock, so it's doesn't look good, let's say.
I think that there's still enough fans though that it'll definitely beat DCO's top sales from the start. Because if I remember correctly, yeah, they did have a disc version. That's right. That's right. Because I remember having that a long time ago of DC Universe. They had a disc.
Yes.
Um, so if they're gonna make another MMO, do you think they're gonna make it only digital, or do you think there's gonna be a disc version?
No, I'll probably be only digital. They're going towards that direction. Discs at this point, discs are pretty much obsolete. It's no accident that we have like the PlayStation 5 has like a digital version where you cannot even insert a disc anymore. Uh, disc uh, disc are on their way out.
Yeah, I see. I'm gonna be that guy that still collects discs, because at least I can still sell them again. You
Yeah, I
know?
suppose, but also one of the reasons I guess why discs should pretty much always exist is that there's a lot of places still where internet connections not so good. So if you live somewhere where your internet connection is very good, then sure, streaming is not an issue for you. But there are a lot of places where streaming is an issue because people have crappy internets or they cannot afford the good internets. So if you're stuck with a crappy internet connection and you try to stream stuff on Netflix or Amazon Prime or wherever, holy crap, it's a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Back in the day when I used to play Call of Duty, there was one guy I'd run with, and I swear to God, every match, he'd probably disconnect at least at either at the very start of the match or at the very end of the match. He couldn't play a damn game without getting disconnected. So, yeah. I was back in the Black Ops days.
So I think we're going to be pretty much done for now, guys.
All right.
So, Mr. Flashpoint, any last word before we end the stream?
No. Just everyone have a good night, and we'll see you later.
So, guys, thank you for coming to play with us. Thank you for watching the stream. Thanks to everyone who commented in the stream. It's always great, guys, to interact with you that way. I have to admit, when I started making YouTube videos, I did not even think that that would be a thing, but it's a nice thing to have. So, bye, Curse Thomas. Have a good. I was going to say have a good weekend, but the weekend is pretty much behind us at this point. So have a good rest of your Saturday. And next week we will play the new episode. So Thursday we will get the new episode, episode 42. So we will play the raid for episode 42. Did you see the raid just yet, Mr. Flashpoint?
No, only dealer.
Okay. So next Thursday we'll try the new raid, and afterwards there's also a few bounties. So we'll probably try those bounties, and we'll see how it works out. So have a good week, guys. See you next time. Oh, and the doggy says bye.